It's Skylar Joplin.
Skylar, were you trying to reach Gigi?
I need to see you.
Look, I know what you did for me and Gigi, and I'm very grateful, but right now is not really a good time. Maybe we can...
Well, when would be a good time for you to explain why you haven't told Gigi that you slept with her sister?
Excuse me?
You heard me. And you're not denying it, so it's true.
What do you want?
Gigi is under the impression that you never touched Stacy.
How's this any of your business?
Are you kidding me?
Look, my relationship with Gigi is between me and Gigi, so whatever you think you know...
Yeah, okay. My place, 20 minutes, you know where I live.
Rex? Who was that? I thought we were going someplace casual.
Well, with you looking like $1 million, I want to take you someplace special.
It's kind of expensive. Can you afford this on a cop salary?
Look, it's on me, okay? We're celebrating.
Celebrating what? Oh. I'm sorry. This will only be a few seconds.
Oh, go ahead.
Christian?
Hey, listen, I'm helping out at the diner before I head to Capricorn, and I was wondering if you had dinner yet. Because I'm telling you, my mom made the meanest arroz con pollo.
Actually, I'm having dinner with fish. But thanks for thinking of me. We'll see you later. Night, Chris.
Whoops.
Dorian.
You know, this is the third time she's called. And she's gone from demanding that we come to begging us to reconsider.
Is it wrong of me to wish I could be a fly on the wall just so I could watch her eat crow?
No.
That'll be ready for you in half an hour, ma'am. And thank you for choosing Buenos Dias Cafe. Hi, Sean. Your order will be up in just a few minutes.
Take your time.
Good evening. How are my two almost newlyweds?
Well, I don't want to speak for my fiance, but I couldn't be happier.
Charlie, you just wait. It gets better and better. Doesn't it, lamb chop?
How about you, Vicky? You're not feeling overwhelmed or anything, are you? Because, like I said before, I'm here to help whatever you need.
Anything? Would you like to run interference for Charlie and me? We have a stalker we can't seem to shake.
Oh, no, Vicky, that's awful. Who?
Dorian Lord.
Cocktails and dinner.
Yeah, with you.
She gave us our house, took it back, and fired us. I can't believe she actually thought we'd show.
You're not going?
Oh, hell no.
Dorian told us not only were you going, but that you were cooking.
Excuse me, what are y'all talking about?
Dorian invited us all to dinner. She invited me too.
Yeah, she thinks that if we're all there, it will help smooth things over with Langston's boyfriend's parents.
Marco's family. Why didn't you mention this?
Wow, it's not like we'd actually go after the way she treated us.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Stubbs.
Won't you come into the living room, please?
Where is everybody?
They're not coming.
What do you mean they're not coming?
No one. Not even Sean. They all gave Dorian the hand.
I promised my dad.
I know.
What are we gonna do?
Improvise.
That was my manager at UV. They need me to sort something out with a vendor.
You sure that's what that was about?
May I offer you an iced tea Or perhaps just some water, con gas or sin gas. And then again, my chef, he has a signature cocktail. Well, several of them. Virgin, of course. Virgin pina colada, virgin mojitos, virgin Bloody Marys.
I'll go out con gas. Right, Dad?
I'll have a sparkling water too, please.
Dr. Lord.
Ah, Sven. Sven will be serving us tonight. He was one of Maurice's original hires, so of course he came back when I offered Maurice back his job. So you see, we're all one great, big, happy family. Sven.
Yeah.
Sparkling water all around.
Yeah, sure. You betcha.
Well, please, won't you sit down?
Well, there was practically no traffic getting over here tonight, so if we're too early, we can
Nonsense, nonsense. Your parents are welcome in my house at any time at all. In fact, it is a great honor to have you in my home once again, Mr. Rivera. Can't we all sit down? Langston and I spent a lovely afternoon with your wife when she accepted our invitation to tea. I apologized to her for my appalling lack of propriety at Marco's graduation party. And now, I'd like to apologize to you.
Dr. Lord was not herself, Ernesto.
Aurelia, we said it would be Dorian, but truly that is very kind of you.
You're not drinking this evening? Is that it?
Puppy.
I would like to think that I can learn from my mistakes and learn quickly. My overindulging in alcohol did nothing to help the situation. And in fact, it caused heartbreak for Marco and Langston.
Sparkling waters?
Yeah.
Sven, thank you so much.
Great. It's just what the doctor ordered. It's brutal out there.
Yes. Yes, it's quite a heat wave.
Yes, the weather is unpredictable. Not unlike people who are often far from the picture they paint themselves. Is Senor Stubbs in the kitchen?
Mr. and Mrs. Stubbs were, of course, invited as my guests. But Maurice absolutely insisted. I mean, the wild horses could not drag him out of that kitchen.
And the others? Mr. Evans, Mrs. Davidson, Mr. Banks?
Dad, we got here early.
Are they in the kitchen as well?
Look, I agree. Dorian was rotten to us, but it sure would have been nice to have been told about the invitation.
You want the long and short of it? Miss High and Mighty wants us to act like it doesn't matter that she fired us and threw us out.
She drugged me, poured liquor down my throat.
Fired me for no reason.
You know, after all the things that woman has done to me over the years, and to Charlie, we just told her that she could solve her own problems with the Riveras.
Sean and I ripped up our invitations.
Should have made a bonfire.
Yeah. She treated us like trash, Noel. And if Marco's daddy thinks she's worse than a scorpion in December, it's because she is.
Yeah, right. I'm supposed to sit there and say, well, she drugged me, poured liquor down my throat, but I'm sure it was all just a little misunderstanding.
Right. So, Mr. Rivera, she gave us her house while she fake converted to Buddhism and then fired us and threw us out. But what the heck? We're letting bygones be bygones.
It would appear that Les Poulets have come home to La Moulin to roost.
But what about Marco and Langston? You know, those two sweet kids who are in love? Aren't they what this dinner is about? Fixing it so that they can be together? I thought you all were better than this.
Sean is upstairs with my niece Blair's little boys, Jack and sweet little Sam. They adore him. We all do.
Can we refresh your drinks? Or perhaps you'd like to switch up to something a little more...
Virgin, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're fine for now.
I adore not drinking alcohol. It makes the evening so much more vivid.
What about Mrs. Davidson? Both she and her fiancé, Mr. Banks, were invited, were they not?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And they will be here. Vicky is one of my dearest friends. In fact, I was once married to her late father, Victor Lord. I'm sure you've heard of him.
I understand you were accused of his murder. Is this not true?
Dad, we're here to have a nice dinner and to get to know each other better.
It's perfectly all right, Marco. My life is an open book. Certainly accessible to anybody with the internet to read all about.
Which is exactly what I did. And what I found was that you were...
It happened a very long time ago, and I was falsely accused.
My mother is a very amazing woman. And if you would just get to know her, you would see that...
What kind of woman she is?
Ernesto, we're guests.
Apparently the only ones. I was led to believe that the people you treated so poorly would be here.
And they will be. In fact, I'm going to check. Never mind. Please excuse me for just one moment. I'll be right back.
Did Stacy call? Was that her?
No.
You would tell me if it was, right? I mean, I know you had to pretend to be into her, but...
I am into you. Only you. Do you see my other sock?
Mean this? Want to show me what only me feels like again?
You mean this?
Yeah, that. Sorry for giving you the third degree. I don't even have it right. I mean, I'm the one that made you think.
Hey. We talked about this. We made love. We're okay.
I never stopped loving you, Bossel. And I will never keep anything from you ever again, I swear.
It's okay, Cheech.
And if you think that Shane should fake a relapse, I'm okay with that too.
It's the only way for us to get those stem cells back from your sister, and I know she has them. Moresco. When does Shane get back?
After band practice, about an hour.
Good. I will be back by then.
You want to tell him everything?
He's our kid. He can handle it.
Just promise me one thing. Let me be there when Stacy's busted.
I promise. I gotta run.
She's calling again? Boy, she doesn't give up.
You're mad at Dorian. And y'all have every right to be. So do I. But what she's trying to do tonight is a good thing.
What, fooling the Riveras into thinking she's not a monster?
Trying to make amends. She's trying to make things better for Marco and Langston. They're such nice kids. Look, Ray left town and she got drunk and said some things she shouldn't have, but those kids shouldn't have to pay for it.
She did apologize.
We're still waiting for an apology. Something a little more heartfelt than, well, okay, I'm sorry, all right.
Well, so you're all just gonna sit here and be stubborn while Marco's happiness is up for grabs?
My wife is very dramatic.
Marco is a good kid. He gets good grades, and he works his fanny off here. He loves that girl. Langston is his life, and if his parents won't let them be together... All right. Y'all can turn your backs if you want, but I, for one, am going to Dorian's tonight. For Marco's sake, I'm going to march myself over there and let bygones be bygones. And what's more, I am not going over there empty-handed.
You taking a wooden stake? Good girl, straight through the heart.
I am taking my kind of weapon, my key lime pie.
my God, I'm so sorry, Fish. It's Chris, again. What now, Vega?
Hey, you know you finished the OJ this morning. There's no more left.
You had to tell me this now. I don't know if you heard me the first time, but I'm on a date with Fish.
Well, maybe you can go out and buy another carton when you're done with your date with Fish.
I'll see what I can do. Adios.
Excuse me. Couldn't help it over here. Were you just talking about Oliver Fish?
Yeah, he's my roommate, who's dating my other roommate.
Oh, yeah. I saw them at Capricorn the other night. It seems like a really sweet girl. Yeah, it's too bad it's not gonna work out.
No more interruptions. I promise. So let me guess.
Have you decided what you'd like to be having tonight? Yes. We would like a bottle of this champagne, please. Excellent choice.
You're ordering champagne. It must be something big.
It is. John approved your application. You got the job as his new assistant.
I'll go see what's keeping her. Dorian, what's going on? Marco's parents are asking about you.
Yeah, asking whether I have any unpaid parking tickets.
We can stop all this. We could just explain.
Right. Admit that the people who I've wronged aren't going to forgive me. I won't do that. Absolutely not.
Dorian, reality check. Okay, Mo and Noel aren't in the kitchen. Sean isn't upstairs. And Mrs. Davidson and Mr. Banks are not coming.
You don't mind if I come in, right?
What do you want?
Just want to make sure you're okay after the takedown you got from Rex at UV. You poured your heart out to him, right? Begged him to take you back. God, that must have hurt like hell to hear him say he's with me now.
So you're here to just rub it in my face?
Oh, Gigi, we're sisters. I care about you. You won.
Okay. You didn't play fair, but you got what you wanted. My son's father wants nothing to do with me anymore.
And yet you don't seem very broken up about it.
What?
You almost seem actually good. Got this glow about you.
Salt scrub in the shower.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you got boinked. And I'll bet I know who did the honors.
Okay, I want to get one thing straight. You don't call me, and you sure as hell don't give me ultimatums.
Nobody forced you to come.
Well, you made it sound like if I didn't
what?
show up,
Like I was going to tell Gigi you were lying? That the entire time that you were with Stacy, you didn't actually keep it in your pants like you let Gigi believe? Okay, here's the thing. Whether you were outright lying to Gigi or you just happened to be like, not mentioning this tiny little detail, it doesn't matter to me. You let Gigi believe that you never touched her sister.
and you know otherwise.
Dude. Don't even play that game with me, okay? You and I both know otherwise. And if you want to know how I know, it's because Stacy told me.
What, and you're her confidant now?
No. Stacy, while Gigi was talking to you, Stacy came looking for me. She couldn't even wait to rub it in her face, and the bed wasn't even cold, only she couldn't find Gigi, so I was the next best thing.
And you bought what Stacy told you?
Rex, I've known Stacy for a long time. Long enough to know when she's blowing smoke and when she's not. And she wasn't blowing smoke this time, was she? And you actually did her on the dance club floor. That's smooth, man.
You son of a...
Honey, I swore to you I'd make this right. And by heaven, I will.
How? Marco's father isn't trying to hear anything anybody has to say.
So, what's up? My parents are getting antsy.
Once more into the breach. Come on, kids. All right. I hope you brought your appetites with you because we have a fabulous feast awaiting you in our dining room. Shall we?
Have your other guests already arrived? Are they seated? Then now here are they.
Well, the truth is that...
The truth is that I ruined the first pie I made and had to whip up another one. So sorry I'm late. It's key lime, your favorite. Buenas noches, señor y señora Rivera. Es un placer conocerlos. Su hijo Marco me habló mucho de ustedes. Él es un regalo para nosotros en el Buenos Días Café.
Ah, muy simpática. Muchas gracias.
Es la verdad, señora Rivera. I can already see where your son gets his good looks and intelligence from. Again, so sorry for the delay. Dory's just crazy about my bacon.
And where is your husband, Mrs. Stubbs?
You mean Mo? Will, Mo...
Evening, everyone.
Mo. Mo? How are things doing in the kitchen?
It's going great. How's everybody doing?
Sean, how's it hanging with the bros? Jack, Sam, upstairs in their room?
The boys are watching a DVD. They're good.
Great. Vicky. And Charlie. Welcome. Welcome.
So what did you mean when you said it would never work out between Layla and Fish?
Oh, this is the roommate thing, I guess, you know?
Fish a friend of yours?
Knew him in college. Yeah. It's no biggie.
Well, look, we all live with the guys, so if there's something I should know about him, you need to tell me.
Oh my God, I'm so excited that I got the job.
This is to your liking. Looks good.
Thank you so much for putting my application in and recommending me to John. You so didn't have to do that.
Oh, I wanted to. Thank you. My pleasure. To your new job?
Mm-hmm. And to a guy cute enough and comfortable with himself enough not to care who's checking him out.
What are you talking about?
Come on, the waiter.
He was just being friendly.
No, he was totally crushing on you.
He was not.
Believe me, I have impeccable gaydar. I can always tell when someone's gay. Cheers.
One freebie. That's it. That's all you get. How is this any of your business? Oh, you mean besides the fact that I was the one who discovered that Stacy wasn't donating her stem cells to Shane? Right. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Have a nice life. Dude, man, I'm trying to help you. Help me. Yeah, because if Gigi hadn't been pouring her heart out to you that day, Stacy would have found her. And she would have told her you guys, you know, had sex. Gigi and I are okay. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever, until she finds out the truth. How? Are you going to tell her? Oh my God. What part of Stacy can't wait to rub this in Gigi's face don't you get? Look, I know Stacy, okay? Her entire life, she's believed that she's been living in Gigi's shadow. Well, now she's won, okay? Big time. Everything that she ever wanted, she just got. All right? That's a bomb she can't wait to drop on her sister. This is a nightmare. Yeah, well, you know, I got news for you. You don't contain this, you don't tell Gigi the truth, and your nightmare's just beginning.
You just had sex. And I know who with.
You do?
Skylar.
Joplin? As in your Skylar?
Not anymore. I moved on, and so has he, finally. He's all hung up on you.
You have a one-track mind.
So, I have a healthy sex drive. There's nothing wrong with that, no matter what Mom taught us. And Sky is awesome. Of course, I don't have to tell you. You already know it.
For the last time, I did not have sex with your ex.
Oh, relax. What's fair's fair.
Fair?
You slept with my ex. I slept with yours.
Come again?
Stacy's got her hooks in deep.
She played me. Okay, see that right there. You just admitted you slept with her. Yes, okay? I slept with her. Damn it was the stupidest thing I've ever done, but everybody knew but me. You knew, Brody knew, Jared and Natalie, everybody but me. What? Dude, I told you. I told you that she was playing you. I showed you the bag of blood that she tried to throw away. You didn't believe me. No, I'm sorry, correction. I take that back. You didn't want to believe me. You let Stacy convince you that I was this psycho ex-boyfriend with an axe to grind. You're right, okay? You're right. Is that what you want to hear? I was dumb. I was a jackass.
No, you're being manipulated by somebody, by the way.
From somebody who I thought was saving my kid's life.
Okay, you know what this is? You know what this is like? This is in high school, okay? Stacy imprinted off of you. You know what that means? It's like in the wild when
Yes, okay, I know what it means, Skylar. What the hell does that have to do with...
It means that Stacy believes that you two are meant to be together, no matter what.
Okay, you told me that you know Stacy better than anybody.
Well as anybody can.
Gigi and I are trying to put our lives back together. So if you know something...
Like what?
How dangerous is she?
Believe it. Rex made sweet, passionate love to me.
You're lying. You told me that you weren't sleeping together.
Well, we weren't when you and Sky barged in on Rex in bed with me, but, well, things have changed since then. We've gotten closer. You know, he believes in me. He supports me. He's even letting me teach dance classes out of his club. In fact, that's where we did it for the first time, on the floor of UV. God. Oh, he's such an animal. He couldn't get enough of me.
I get it.
Do you, though? Because you seem like you aren't really over him yet. Like you thought you guys still had a chance.
Really? Because I thought I was glowing because I just got boinked by Skylar Joplin. Which one is it?
You really think you're gonna pull one over on your little sister.
And what if I do? What are you gonna do about it?
It's never gonna happen. Rex is mine now. Mine.
What took you so long? Oh, of course. You were getting the wine I asked you to get.
The wine, Dorian?
The Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, I had it at a wine tasting last week. It was stunning.
Sorry, Dorian. We looked everywhere. Couldn't find it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for searching for it.
I have to question why you would ask Mr. Banks, of all people, to buy alcohol. As I recall, you mentioned you were an alcoholic.
In recovery, yeah.
And you drugged him unconscious? Poured alcohol down his throat? What kind of person does these things, Dr. Lord? What kind of doctor are you?
Actually...
Yeah, it's a little hard to explain.
Don't even try, Charlie. What I did to you was reprehensible. And I don't think there's any way that I can ever make it up to you, but believe me, I'm going to try. What I did to this man was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And yet, here he is, along with his fiancée. But not for me, for your son and my daughter. Two wonderful young people who love each other very much.
You invite us to your home so you could lie to us? Deceive us? Vámonos! Geraldo!
No! Not so fast. You're right. I invited you into my home under the mistaken impression that I could charm you into accepting me and therefore, by extension, my daughter. I wanted you to forgive me for the way I behaved at the graduation party. I was in a great deal of personal pain. I drank too much and, well, we all know the rest of that story. Yes, I can be a very self-centered and impetuous person, and yet I am one of the most generous, kind people that you will ever meet in your life. So why don't you just get off your high horse and stop stop acting so damn superior.
I don't have to listen to this.
Your son was raised in a very loving, supportive home. But he is not a child anymore. He is a man. And he is in love with my daughter. And no matter how she wears her hair or how she dresses, he is lucky to have her. There is no fighting this. And if you do, so help me, you're gonna lose him.
Yeah, Fish is he's a great guy. Okay, and there's nothing you need to know about him that you won't find out down the road.
So, how's your cucumber soup?
It has dill in it. I don't really like dill.
You know what, Oliver? You're a cute guy. Women notice you, men notice you. It's flattering, huh?
Getting noticed by a hot girl is one thing.
Okay, but what's not hot is getting uptight about this stuff. It's not a thing. Just because the waiter's gay doesn't mean you're gay.
You know, what do you say we get out of here?
Not sure what you're getting at. You know exactly what I'm getting at. Stacy drugged me to make it look like I was doing her the second Gigi's back was turned. Then Shane gets sick and she threatens to let him die if Gigi won't hand me over. She faked a stem cell transplant for Pete's sake.
Yeah, well, you know what? She's nothing if not resourceful.
She's out of her mind. If you know something...
Like what, Rex?
What she's capable of. I need to know what I'm dealing with here.
Sorry. Wish I could help.
Like you helping Gigi?
Oh, all right. Okay, that... Gigi needed a friend.
Well, thank you for being a friend. But I'm here now. She's got me on back. So I can take it from here. Good luck.
I couldn't be clearer about who Rex wants.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And maybe once things get straightened out, then you and Sky and me and Rex can go on a double date. You know, friends.
Friends.
Well, I know I'm still your sister, and I know I should feel bad, but I don't. Because Rex and I are meant to be. It's in the stars, you know? And who knows, maybe you and Sky are meant to be and you just don't know it yet. You know, I really should get going. Rex is probably waiting at the loft for me. He's just so insatiable.
This is a very fine sentiment from you, Dr. Lord. But we are leaving.
Ernesto, please.
You too, Geraldo. This is not the girl, not the family for you.
Ernesto, we should at least stay and have the meal the gentleman prepared for us.
Geraldo, now.
I'm not going.
Son,
I'm making a choice. And I choose Langston.
I don't want to find out about Fish down the road. I need to know now. So if you know something, if there's any chance that Layla could get hurt...
When you start going out with somebody, you get hurt. Okay? It comes with the territory.
You know what I mean. Is Fish bad news for Layla or what?
She could, get hurt.
Hurt how? Is he abusive?
No. God, it's nothing like that.
Then what is it? What's the guy's deal?
He's using her.
You want to leave now? I mean, we haven't even had our main course yet.
Look, I don't know if it's the champagne or the fact that you are so beautiful, but I'd really like to finish this date back at our place.
Well, I don't want you to think that I'm easy. A bottle of champagne might get you to first base, maybe second. Can you handle it?
I can handle it, believe me.
Uh-oh, somebody's pulling out their player card. Thank you.
Everything okay at the club?
Everything's fine. What happened?
Your friend Stacy was here.
She did this?
No. I did after she left.
What'd she say to you?
She said you had sex. Did you?
Dr. Lord's right. Langston's worth fighting for. Now, I love you, Papi, but you have...
Geraldo, do I have to remind you?
Yes, I know. As long as I live under your roof, I follow your rules. Okay. I'll sleep in the park if I have to, but you can't keep us apart anymore. I love Langston. And we made love because it was right for us. And I know that you don't agree with that.
Agree? It is a mortal sin, mijo.
And I respect your beliefs, Papi. But I have to be my own man. I have to be true to myself, and I have to be true to Langston.
Stop. Where are you going?
Langston and I are gonna go upstairs now. We're gonna close the door to her room, and we're gonna do what we want to do. And there's nothing you can do to stop us.